NXT Universe. We are here in Omaha, Nebraska. I'm with the top guys of NXT, the two-time NXT Tag Team Champions, The Revival, right here on Facebook Live. Now, anybody out there, if you've ever wondered what it was like to be the top guys of NXT, now you can actually ask them because they're right here. If you guys have any questions for Dash and Dawson here,
And the only way that you're going to find out how to be a top guy is to ask us, because it's almost a virtual impossibility to be a top guy, especially as a wrestler or a wrestling fan. Actually, as a person who breathes air, there's no way you can be a top guy unless you are part of the Revival. So might as well just ask us how it is to be a top guy here.
Speaking of being top guys, you may remember us from such five-star classics as NXT TakeOver Brooklyn,
NXT TakeOver The End,
NXT TakeOver Dallas.
Oh, and don't forget about WWE Roadblock.
NXT TakeOver London.
And don't forget about that classic 30-minute 2 out of 3 falls where we retained our NXT Tag Team Championships against SmackDown Live's very own American Alpha, Jack. We are the absolute best tag team on this planet. Let's get to some questions
Scientifically proven.
So let's start with that. You guys brought up American Alpha there.
Yep.
Who's our dream
former
tag
NXT
team?
Tag Team Champions, now SmackDown Live. What are your thoughts on the fact that they got drafted and you guys are not on SmackDown Live?
My thoughts are that they needed a team that was strong enough to hold every other tag team in NXT on their back. They needed a pillar of strength. They needed something that could be the foundation, the bedrock of the NXT Tag Team division, and they knew that American Alpha couldn't do it.
And I'll finish off with this and we'll get onto some questions. But here's the thing is we're all under one umbrella, and that's the WWE. And WWE is under one huge umbrella called professional wrestling or sports entertainment, whatever you want to call it. And right now NXT is the hottest brand. And I think Dash and I are very proud. First of all, I know we're proud to be tag team champions.
Oh, yeah.
I'm proud to hold this hardware. I'm proud to walk through the airport with this. I'm proud to walk through every curtain in every arena with this. And I'm proud to be we are proud to be part of something so special as NXT. So we don't look as being called up to SmackDown or being called up to Raw. We're here at NXT to serve a purpose, and the purpose is to keep killing it every single night, to retain and become the best tag team in the last 20, 30 of all time. That's what we're here to do. So right now we're gonna allow you to stop talking, and we're gonna answer some of these questions here.
I did read that somebody asked our favorite version of Midnight Express.
Okay, go for it.
Hands down, that's going to be Dennis Condrey, Bobby Eaton.
Yeah, Dennis Condrey and Bobby Eaton, myself as well. Dennis Condrey, man, he doesn't get a lot of credit because he wasn't there for as long, but that man was a technician, and he was mean and rugged, and he was as bad as they come, and he could throw a punch, he could throw a kick, and he could wrestle you on the ground, and those two just clicked so well together.
I saw a question in there. You guys are two-time NXT Tag Team Champions. That is no small feat. What are your thoughts on the tag team division right now? Teams like Authors of Pain, DIY.
The tag team division now, it's in I guess I want to call it like a rebuilding phase right now. We've got some great tag teams, but they haven't had the exposure that Enzo and Cass or the American Alpha or the Vaudevillains did. They don't have that exposure yet. But man, Authors of Pain, two big, huge guys that one we ain't afraid of, and we'll take them on any time. It doesn't matter. Listen to me. This job. This is a job to me, and I make money at the end of the week. That's what I do. I get a check at the end of the week, and that check goes directly to my beautiful wife and my perfect baby girl. So if it ever comes down to Authors of Pain and me and Dash, here's the thing, is I'm going to be seeing red because I'm going to be seeing the food that goes in my baby girl's mouth, and I'll beat them up. And that's all there is to it.
My check goes to my beautiful little baby bulldog.
Yes.
English bulldog, Paula, Pawla.
Yeah.
And she is the cutest dog on the planet. And if somebody tries to take her kibble away from her, you're done. And
so back to the original question, I mean, the landscape at NXT, it is in a rebuild as far as the tag division. It's in a rebuilding phase right now, but with the Revival at the helm, holding the gold, brother, you ain't got nothing to worry about, Jack. It's going to be always the top of the card, top of the bill, and it's going to be, it's always going to be the highlight.
Yeah, there's so much potential down here right now as far as tag teams go, and there's so much potential coming in. And then you got that spearheaded by the greatest tag team of all time. Like, what more could you ask for?
So let's go to another one. Here we go.
Apparently they agree, best tag team in the business today.
You're right,
Sergio.
Sergio, that's my boy. Let's see, you guys are great. Yep, Devin, we sure are. Revival of the Shield.
Do you guys think you can dominate the main roster? We can dominate anybody, anywhere, anytime, no matter who, what, when, where, why.
Let's talk about that for just a second. I mean, I've had a lot of people ask us that. Do we think that when we get to the main roster, are we going to have the same success we've had down here? Absolutely. I mean, what's going to change between me and Dash when we get up there? I mean, we're not going to be on Raw and SmackDown, and we're not going to. Our skills aren't going to decline because we're making more. We're making more of a presence on national TV. The thing is, when we get to Raw and SmackDown, we're going to have a whole bunch of doubters, and that's okay because, Jack, we're 5'10", scratching the surface at 5'10", and we're not the biggest, and we're not the best looking, and we don't have the bodies that everyone has. But here's the thing: is we are a unit. We work as a unit. We win as a unit, and we accomplish goals as a unit. So when we get to Raw or SmackDown, whatever it is, we're accomplishing one goal, and that is to be the best team of all time.
Yeah, we had the same question asked when we first got to NXT. Can you guys be the best team in NXT? What are you guys going to do to be on television? And when we got to television, people doubted us. Oh, these guys, blah, 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 blah. You can't beat the Ascension, which we did. You can't beat American Alpha, which we did. You can't beat Enzo and Cass, which we did. People have always doubted us, and we've done nothing but prove you guys wrong time and time again, and we've built ourselves up to the point where you should know better. So when we come to the main roster, we're going to prove you wrong again. We're going to embarrass you. We're going to make you look foolish for even asking that question.
So the thing with that is you got the Ascension, which they had the longest NXT tag team title run. You guys are the first ever 2-time tag team champions, knocking on the door of the longest title run. All the guys that you would face up there, you guys have beat in NXT, basically.
You're right.
Right. Yeah.
You're right.
And I mean, there's a couple of guys that, okay, Usos. What are you gonna do to us, Jack? I mean, here's the thing: is Usos are the Revival Light. Okay, they're like the Diet Pepsi to our full flavored, completely full of sugar Pepsi. Okay, that's the problem with the Usos. Okay, and in Gallows and Anderson, the same thing, Jack. Let me tell you something. You ain't the only bald bearded person on the planet. Okay, right now, the Revival, Dash and Dawson are the best tag team on this planet. I don't care where you've come from, where you've been, who you go see. We are the best on any country, any continent, wherever you go, any galaxy. We are the best. Let's get some questions. You get me fired up.
It doesn't matter which brand we go to. We're going to dominate anybody. And like you said, Usos, you're Revival Light. We know what you're going to do before you do it because we did it first and we did it better.
We can call it.
So you have no advantage over us. So,
all right, let's see. Brainbusters versus Revival Dream Match. You damn right.
Dream Match, Demolition versus the Revival. You right.
Let's see. Clink
from Ireland.
Just let's see.
I'll cheers you. How about that? You
don't
get a clink. You don't have a title.
Big old styrofoam cup of coffee. Cheers to you. Who inspired you to be a tag team? No one really inspired us to be a tag team. We get compared a lot to the Midnight Express. We get compared a lot to the Brainbusters and Ole and Arn and things like that, and even Gene and Ole. And that's a huge compliment to us. And we don't take that lightly because, man, we're two huge wrestling fans and we love what we do. But no one inspired us to be a tag team. We've been friends. Like, this was our goal. This was our dream. This is what we wanted to do. We wanted to make money together. And in my mind, the whole world is getting selfish, and like the whole world thinks they can do everything on their own.
Me first attitude. Me.
Yeah, just all about you. But here's the thing: we know together we can make the absolute most money, and that's the reason we're in this business, is to make money. And that's all there is.
But we the Midnight Express. If you guys had a chance to go back in time and have a tag team match with any legends, would it be the Midnight Express, or would you go with another?
Can we do top five?
You go for it. You got a 5?
Okay, yeah, I would do Midnights. I would do Rock and Roll.
Yep.
I would do Brainbusters. I would do Rockers, and then I would do Minnesota Wrecking Crew.
Okay, for me, I would do.
Oh, sorry, I'm gonna change mine. Heart Foundation instead of Wrecking Crew.
I would do Rock and Roll Express, the Rockers. I would put the Midnight Express in there, any version. I'd put the Heart Foundation in there. I'd put the British Bulldogs in there. I'd put the Millennium Violence Connection in there. I'd put Masawa and Kawada in there. I'd put as many tag teams as we could get in there. I mean, there's so many dream matches that we would love to have.
Yeah. Somebody asked which brand would we prefer to go to. Whichever one pays the most.
Yeah, whichever one can give us the biggest contract. I've only been working together before NXT. We've known each other.
We were knee high to a grasshopper.
Yeah, since we've been birth.
We've been fighting other kids since we were in diapers. Steiner Brothers, they would be in there.
Yeah, definitely the Steiner Brothers.
It's hard.
What will be the next? What will be the next? What will be next for the Revival when they lose the NXT Tag Team Championships? Ain't happening, so I don't know.
Black and White Sting or Wolfpack Sting? Black and White.
Black and White.
You're the 2-time tag team champions. You accomplished the things that you wanted to accomplish. What's next on your list?
Here's the thing: is to me, and this is just me, and he could be completely different. I don't have necessarily a list of things I want to accomplish. If I wrote out a list of what I wanted to accomplish, it would all be number 1, money sign, number 2, money sign, 3, money sign, because my list is to make as much money in this business as possible. Now, as far as gratifying myself, I want to go down as the greatest tag team of all time. So holding the NXT Tag Team Championships and holding either Raw and SmackDown Tag Team Championships simultaneously, and maybe, hey, if we need to hold all 3 championships at one time, that's what we'll do. We'll be the Ultimo Dragon of the tag team division right now in 2016.
I would say my goals are to be simultaneous NXT Tag Champs, SmackDown Live Tag Champs, Raw Tag Champs, go on to WrestleMania, year after year, and show the world why we are the best tag team on the planet, go down in history as the greatest tag team of all time, and have so much money I don't even know what to do with it.
Let's see.
Can we beat Gallows and Anderson with our eyes closed and both of our arms tied behind our back?
Thank God you didn't put a question mark behind it, because it's not a question. It's not. Let's see.
Not the Revival. What would the team name be? Greatest tag team of all time.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. When?
What are the odds of seeing you guys at WrestleMania this next year?
The odds, I don't know. I mean, that's not our call, and that's not something that we. It's not something that we're going to be able to predict, or because there's so much left to accomplish here at NXT, and there's so much left to accomplish again under this whole umbrella. We're just having a blast right now building NXT as a brand, making it the hottest brand in sports entertainment right now, with something different, something that everyone can sink their teeth into and love and want to be a part of, and that's what we want to do right now. And so maybe we'll be at WrestleMania in Orlando. I don't know.
We don't really deal in what ifs or hypotheticals. We deal with in facts. Like fact, we are the greatest tag team.
Right.
Fact, we will be the greatest tag team in the company, hands down, until the day we decide to retire.
We deal with facts, and we deal in the present.
We deal with what we can control, and that will be being the best.
What does it mean to be a top guy?
What does it mean to be a top guy? You want to go, or you want me to go?
I mean, those kind of factor in being a top guy. Being a top guy means being the best at what you do. There is nobody above you. There's no tag team above us. It goes Revival, everybody else.
Yeah, exactly.
Top of the pile, top of the heap, top of the card, top of the division, everybody else.
Lumped in together.
Top guy, everybody else.
Exactly. And then on a more personal level, being a top guy, man, there's a lot of things that go into being a top guy. I mean, you got to know how to talk. You got to have a presence. You got to be able to talk to the media. You got to be able to do a podcast like we did with our best friend Stone Cold Steve Austin, who called me at midnight to beg me for a podcast interview for the Revival. So the thing is, being a top guy, you don't just put it on in the morning and take it off at night and go to sleep and wake up and be a top guy again. The thing is, you're a top guy 24/7, 365 days a year. Okay, so there's just so much that goes into it. You either got it or you don't, and obviously we have it, and we're the top guys.
No comment about the Briscoes. Yes, we love Jack and Jerry. Great guys.
Briscoe.
Legendary tag team. You're
welcome.
welcome.
One of the best tag teams of all time. One of my favorite tag matches of all time is Jack and Jerry Briscoe against adorable Adrian Adonis and Dick Murdoch.
Oh, great match.
Yeah, great match. Let's see.
Here's a question. You guys are so awesome. I can't wait to see you dominate the main roster.
Thank you for that question. Hell yeah, dude. What a question there. Let's see.
You guys are the reason I started training to wrestle. I thank you for that.
How tall are you Oompa Loompas? Well, it depends. Are you asking when we're standing on our bank account or when we're on our shoes? You have to clarify that, okay? You're the one who's sitting behind your computer watching this right now while we're getting paid at an arena to be able to defend our NXT Tag Team Championships.
You keep typing and clicking reactions that float across our screen, and we'll answer your questions because we're top guys and we are stars.
I'll tell you what, boys, we'll take 2 more on there.
2 more, that's it?
That's up. NXT Universe, make them good. 2 questions. You've got the Tag Team Champions.
If you had to pick
NXT Tag Team Champions in front of you right now.
All right. One present roster person to the Revival. Who would it be? I don't know what that means.
Yeah, we can't decide for that. Quadruple H, maybe. Yeah. Maybe 4H.
Phil, we will see you in Australia. December.
Oh, there's a good one. How's it going, guys?
Thank you for that, dude. You wasting our time.
Oh man, let me think on this one for a second. I want to give you a good answer.
Let's see.
Nah, I can't.
Favorite memory on the road. That's pretty good.
Oh yeah, what is our favorite memory?
Memory on the road.
Maybe that time in Houston, Danilo and
Nah, we can't say that one. Don't want to say that one. But I will say that probably that Houston to the Texas Loop, man, was a great trip. I mean, it was. I know this gets thrown around a lot and it's cliche, but it was an end of an era kind of thing. And there were some guys who were leaving and some guys who were coming in, and we had the best of the best in Houston or in Texas. And that road trip was just so much fun. We all went out, we all partied, we all had a blast. And at the end of the night, man, it was just a big group of camaraderie that you don't see every single day. And so Texas was probably my favorite road trip. I don't know about you.
Right.
Okay. Let's see.
Here's a good question. Hi, I love you.
Join the club, sister.
Firing them in there. Somebody asked earlier, what do you guys keep on your music playlists?
Well, for me, here's the thing: is I was a DJ for 5 straight years at the biggest party bar in my hometown, in a college town. So I listened to everything from classical music to hip hop to rock. Right now on a playlist, it can go from Hank Williams Jr. Dinosaur. It can go to Garth Brooks The River. It can go to Tupac Changes. It doesn't matter. There's just a plethora of stuff.
I go from Elton John to Elvis to Eric Church to J. Cole. I mean, take your pick. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right, one more.
Yeah, let's make it a good one. We got one more to go.
We're going to just sit here and wait until somebody finally sends in a good question. There it is. What's your favorite food?
Back to back.
BurgerFi.
Could you just drop that in there?
All right, well, we're going to go with, I don't see anything yet, favorite moment in wrestling history.
Mine would have to be, this is like an all-time classic, so I'm sure a lot of you guys will agree, when the Revival became the 2-time tag team champions and made American Alpha look like
NXT
absolute fools.
Yep. That was it.
Goosebumps. Look, I got it right now talking about it. You probably can't see it.
My favorite, on a serious note, my favorite moment in wrestling history, I'm gonna go with, I've told this story before, I'm gonna tell it one more time. I'm gonna go with King of the Ring 1993. It was close to my birthday. My mom bought me the pay-per-view for my birthday, and I'd been watching wrestling my whole life, man, since I came out the womb, and I was watching this pay-per-view, and I watched Bret Hart versus Razor Ramon. What a match that was. And then I watched Bret Hart versus Mr. Perfect, which blew my mind. And then the last and final match of the King of the Ring tournament, I saw Bret Hart versus Bam Bam Bigelow. And Bret overcame every bit of adversity he had gone through the whole night, and he became the King of the Ring. And right there at the end of that 1, 2, 3, I looked at my mom and I said, Mama, please, whatever it takes, I'm going to be a wrestler. That's what I'm going to do. So I think that memory stands out for me as the most memorable moment nostalgia-wise and personally.
Yeah. Beautiful.
All right, NXT Universe. That's all the time we have for now. Thank you guys. The Revival here, 2-time NXT Tag
Would
Team
you guys
champions.
take on the Young Bucks for the Tag Team Champions?
We can't wrestle deer here. I'm sorry.
The Young Bucks?
Bambi, he might be our manager. I don't know. Take care now. Bye bye.
Yeah, we'll wrestle the Young Bucks.